Today I'm going to be reading Aunt Lucy Has Cancer by Connie S. Owens. Keep in mind that the font is going to be backwards because I am doing this on a webcam, but the pictures that I'll show you will be just the same. Aunt Lucy was what Emily's dad called a glitzy lady. She wore clothes with rhinestones, dangling earrings, and high-heeled shoes. Her long fingernails were painted bright red. Emily thought she was beautiful. Aunt Lucy had no children of her own, so when she visited her sister, Emily's mom, she spoiled the little girl. They played games together and dressed up to go shopping, and they had lunch. Visits from Aunt Lucy were such fun. On weekends, she attended church with Emily and her parents. The little girl always felt proud as she sat beside her pretty aunt, singing hymns and sharing the songbook. Then came the day Emily would never forget. Mom had been talking on the phone, and when she hung up, she began to cry. "I have some sad news," she told her husband and daughter. "Lucy needs to have an operation, and the doctors think she may have cancer." "Her surgery is at the end of the week," she told her husband. "I want to be there with her." Emily felt scared. She did not know what cancer was, but she knew it was bad. As she helped her mother pack, she asked, "Is Aunt Lucy going to die?" "Lucy is strong, and she always has taken care of her health. But we need to pray for her and let her know how much we care," her mom answered. That night, Emily did pray for her aunt, but she could not seem to fall asleep, tossing and turning in her bed. She knew her parents couldn't sleep either because she could hear their voices as they talked. Once she thought it sounded like Mom was crying. Later in the week, Mom called from Aunt Lucy's to report the surgery. "It was cancer," she said. "The doctors want to start treatment right away." Dad looked really worried, and Emily felt scared again. When Mom came home a few days later, she seemed quiet. She called Lucy often. We have always been so close, even as little girls," she told Emily. "It makes me hurt inside because she is so sick." Emily prayed every night for her aunt. They even had special prayer for her at her church. Mom read several health books, and they all tried to understand the disease. After a few weeks, Mom told her that Aunt Lucy was coming to stay at their house. "She lives alone, and the medicine makes her very sick," Mom said. "She can see doctors here, and we can take care of her." Emily was glad Mom had warned her that Aunt Lucy might look different. When Dad helped Aunt Lucy out of her car, Emily was very surprised. Her aunt had lost weight, her skin was very pale, and her hair was thin. Lucy held out her arms for a hug. "Come here, sweetie," she said. "It's okay, you can't catch what I have." But Emily was still careful not to squeeze too tight. After Lucy came, life at their house changed. It was filled with visits to the doctor and chemo treatments. Aunt Lucy threw up a lot because of her medicines. She looked worse and worse. Emily was very confused by Aunt Lucy's illness. "Medicine is supposed to help. Why isn't she getting better?" she asked her mother. "The medicines are very strong, so they can eat up the cancer cells," Mom replied. "But they have bad side effects and make her feel worse." Emily wanted so much to help her aunt feel better. She drew pictures and get well cards for Aunt Lucy's room. Lucy liked to have Emily fluff her pillows and curl up beside her to watch favorite movies. Sometimes they would sit on the back porch and eat popsicles together. On the days when she did not have treatments, Aunt Lucy felt better. Then she and Emily would go shopping in catalogs and play games together. Sometimes the whole family went for a drive or to the park. Since her hair was so thin, Lucy decided she wanted a wig. One day she put on her glitzy clothes and the two women and little girl went shopping. Lucy tried on a lot of different wigs. Some were long and curly, others were short. They all giggled when she tried on one with bright red curls. It was a fun time, almost like before she got cancer. When time came for the second round of treatments, Lucy was very sick again. It seemed to Emily that her mom was always doing something for Lucy and didn't even have time for the little girl. At times, Emily resented Aunt Lucy and the changes her illness had brought to their home. It seemed as if life might never be happy again. Everyone was tired, everyone was grumpy, everyone was sad. One night, as she said her prayers, she asked, "Daddy, why doesn't God make Aunt Lucy better? I keep asking him to." "I don't know, honey," Dad said as he pulled the little girl into his lap and wrapped his arms around her. "Sometimes we don't understand, but God is always with us. Many people are praying for Lucy." Then one wonderful day, Lucy received some good news. "I can stop the chemo," she told her family. "The doctor can't find any more cancer. I'm in remission." Emily was thrilled that each day Aunt Lucy seemed to get stronger. She began to gain weight again, and her hair started growing back. Mom did not have to help her as much, and she had more time for the little girl. Aunt Lucy stopped wearing nightgowns all the time and began to wear her t-shirts with rhinestones. She even painted her nails red again. "Are you all better now?" Emily asked her aunt one day as they sat on the porch swing watching the sunset. "I hope so," Aunt Lucy replied. "Sometimes cancer comes back, but not always. I intend to have a happy life and not worry about it," she said as she began tickling the little girl. Emily was so happy that her aunt's cancer was gone. She had learned that sad, scary things can happen and that loving someone is not always easy. It had been a hard time for all of them. As she snuggled close to her glitzy aunt, Emily thought that maybe someday when she grew up, she just might like to become a nurse, as long as she could wear a uniform with rhinestones, of course. And that's the end. This book, I think, is for anybody, age-wise, who's dealing with somebody in the family that, has an illness, whether it's cancer or not. I mean, the moral of the story was, like it said, some bad things happen in life, and you just have to learn how to really deal with them and cherish each moment that you have with your loved ones. It's a tender topic. On the back of the book it says, "Do you know a child facing a difficult situation?" The Tender Topics series from Warner Press was created to assist children who are dealing with the tougher issues in life. So on the back it shows there's other books that are similar. Missing Maggie, Aunt Lucy has cancer. Divorce Comes to Our House, I Know I Am Special. My Heart is Sad, and Special Needs, Special Love. Thank you for watching my video. I hope that you can use this book in your classroom someday if you need to kind of relay the message to your students.